First Warn 5 weather with Matt Hollander.
6:43 this morning, and you can see the active weather yesterday afternoon, evening, overnight hours for a lot of places, but not so much in the state of Texas. With the exception of the Panhandle, that's where that cold front that's still up there did produce some damaging wind, some hail, and that continued for Oklahoma. This is one frontal system, and then you have another front farther up to the north in Montana, Idaho. That's also reports of hail and some damaging wind, even a tornado in North Dakota. And then right in here in northern Ohio, Indiana, and on into Michigan, more reports of damaging wind, very heavy rain associated with, you guessed it, Alberto, what was left of it. It maintained a circulation and continued to cause very messy conditions. Now, for today, we're no longer concerned about Alberto. Finally, that's moved off into Canada. But those two cold fronts, those are still going to be an issue, and particularly right at the intersection of Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, a very good chance of damaging wind and hail, perhaps some tornadoes. Same thing up here. A very similar area. That front not making much progress in the short term, producing some damaging wind and hail once again in Montana today, but it will eventually slide farther to south and will bring some cooler temperatures of parts of Texas for the weekend, but unfortunately not for us. Meanwhile, in the short term, our clouds are increasing, and I think we'll see a peak in cloud cover around 10 a.m. with mostly cloudy skies in quite a few locations, but I think it's going to be short-lived. By the time we get to 2 o'clock, I think it's back to mostly sunny skies. Once again, it's going to be another breezy day, frequent gusts around 25 miles per hour like we saw yesterday, and it's good that it's breezy because it's certainly going to be hot, and when you factor in the humidity, it's going to feel like 104 outside today, about the same as it was yesterday, but I actually think it's going to be even worse for tomorrow. Mostly clear skies at 10 o'clock, but well, here we go again. The clouds are going to be coming back. Tomorrow we're going to start out mostly cloudy in the early morning hours, but then those clouds will be breaking up, and for a good portion of the day it'll be mostly sunny. It does look like tomorrow will be breezy as well, maybe slightly weaker winds, about 5 miles per hour or so, but with lighter winds and the humidity still firmly in place, I think our temperatures are going to be a little bit higher, and the heat index, what it's going to feel like, is going to be 105 across the valley, and it looks even worse for the weekend. 98 our high today, though we are going to have a period of mostly cloudy skies. I think by late afternoon we'll be back to sunny skies with barely a cloud in the sky. Breezy conditions, frequent gusts around 25 miles per hour, and when you factor in the humidity, keep in mind that 98 is going to feel like 104. I think we missed tying or setting record highs today, but that looks to change by the weekend. 78 will be our low tonight, a muggy night, clear skies for the evening hours. But later on, low-level clouds will develop, and it'll be a mostly cloudy start. Looking ahead to Saturday, overall, pretty good beach weather out at the island because it's going to be mostly sunny. We want that. The water temperatures aren't going to be bad. Not worried about any rip currents out at the island this weekend, but the problem is the heat. If you're going to be just laying out on the beach, I think it's going to be 93 even at the island, and with the humidity, that's going to feel like 107. So yeah, you might want to spend most of the time in the water. And then on Sunday, 101 is what we're forecasting in the inland areas. I increased the cloud cover a little bit because that front gets to central Texas, but doesn't bring us any rain. That all stays up to our north, and it feels like it's going to feel like 107 on Sunday as well. Notice how we cool a little bit as we get into next week. The temperatures will drop into the upper 90s. That's still above normal for this time of year. If we went beyond the 7-day, maybe a few showers possible by next Friday, but until then, we are dry and very hot.